What's going on YouTube? Jake here with Venture Visuals, and today we're going to be breaking down 7 ways to make money as a video editor. When I first started my freelance journey back in 2017, 2018, I wasn't really sure how to go about making money and doing business with people. It's not something I learned how to do in school. Most of the stuff I learned in college was just technical stuff that involved working with all the software. I never really had too many business experiences before I graduated from college. So when I graduated from college in 2018, I immediately started to try and freelance. So before the pandemic, I was doing more shooting and less editing, but as the pandemic took over in 2020, I started to become more of a full-time video editor and do more remote work. And it was definitely a little bit of a struggle adjusting from a full-time video producer to a full-time video editor. But as the year got rolling, I got my feet underneath me and I became a full-time video editor. That is now my current job. First way that you can make money editing videos from home is just by getting in touch with local businesses. So I've tried emails, I've tried calling, I've tried meeting people in person, I've tried going to networking events, and all of that being said, I prefer email as the best way to meet new local businesses and start working on collaboration. I like email the best because it's very stress-free and you can get in touch with more people faster. That being said, if you are going to take the email route, you definitely want to have a website or some type of portfolio that you can include in your emails so that people can see your quality of work. Now, if you don't have any work at all to show for yourself, you need to start doing some stuff for free, whether that be personal projects or reaching out to these businesses and just offering to do free video shoots and just collecting the footage that you need to get to showcase that you are a good editor. If you don't have the background, then you need to get going on developing a portfolio. Selling your services becomes way easier when you have relevant work to show. So what I mean by this is if you're looking to edit music videos full time, you need to have music videos on your resume that you've edited before. Then you would include those examples in your value proposition when you reach out to people, because you don't want to waste anybody's time and people want to be able to see your quality of work right away to know and understand what they're going to get from collaborating with you. So this brings me into my second way you can make money as a video editor, and that is develop a portfolio and learn how to sell it. Your work will sell itself. It's important to develop a catalog of your work because it serves as a track record for your quality and your experience when it comes to different projects. Once companies and freelancers and other creatives are able to see what you do and they see the quality of your work, chances are they're going to keep you in mind next time they think about video editing or video production. And this leads me into my third way to leverage yourself to make money editing videos, and that is to DM local creatives on social media. If you live in a city especially, this is a very important step for you to make, and that is to just reach out to other creatives in your local community. You can do this by looking up different hashtags relevant to your local community, looking at your local area and see what's being posted. Instagram does a great job of just showing you pictures and videos from your surrounding area or an area that you want to work in. People will tag these areas in their posts and they will show up on the feed. So if I was looking to collaborate with somebody in Los Angeles, I would type in the hashtag Los Angeles photographer or Los Angeles video editor and try to find people through that. Now, if I wasn't finding anybody through those, I could try the location tab on Instagram and just scroll through that until you find people who are doing relevant things to you. My fourth way to make money as a video editor is to reach out to your local creative agencies. A lot of times businesses who are focusing on content creation and building up their client list are having a lot of success, and sometimes they're looking to expand. If you reach out to these businesses with your portfolio, your website, and let them know that you're available if there's any overflow work or that you would like to maybe come see how things are done with their company and just get experience for free. Multimedia content creation has been on the rise since the early 2000s, and more businesses have in-house people that work on their business and do their ads, make their YouTube videos, write their blogs. All of this stuff is relevant, but some of these these businesses are growing in the local economy. They're getting more clients, they're getting more work, and sometimes they have so much work and their workers are stressed and there's all this overflow work and they are desperate for freelancers. This is happening more and more where creative agencies need help with overflow work. They need help getting caught up on video, especially the ones that are really successful and growing. You want to focus on your local market and try to find these creative companies that are doing good things and that are updated and that are current. Chances are the owners of those companies or the other creatives at those companies are going to have no problem talking with you and just having a conversation. That doesn't mean you're going to get hired right away. That doesn't mean they're going to give you work right away. It just means that you're able to get started networking with these local creative agencies, and they'll definitely keep you in mind anytime things get a little crazy at their business and they could use an extra hand. So remember guys, it's about developing relationships with people. It's about working with people and helping people get what they want out of a video editor. You can't go into it thinking that you're just gonna have all this success and you don't have to work hard at developing relationships. You wanna make sure that you definitely focus on the relationship aspect of all of this. The fifth way to leverage yourself and make money as a video editor is running sponsored ads of you, okay? And what I mean by that is take a video of what you do, make an ad of yourself, film yourself doing whatever it is that you do and include examples of your work in these ads. It gives people a much better sense of what it is that you're doing and what you can provide for them. When people see what you're doing behind the scenes and they can see that you're working hard at whatever it is that you're trying to sell, they're going to have more trust in that you'll do a good job if they collaborate with you. So by having some good, clean images of yourself at your setup or doing whatever it is that you're trying to do for work is very important when it comes to these ads. You want to make sure that you have some of these photos and videos on your portfolio, on your website, so that people can really visualize what it is that you're doing. The sixth way to make money as a video editor is to get good at motion graphics. So what I mean by this is instead of just editing videos all the time, now you're dealing with a little bit of logo animation, maybe some kinetic typography, some basic animation effects that you can do in After Effects or a program like After Effects. And it's becoming more and more relevant these days where companies don't necessarily need in-house footage of whatever it is that they're doing, and they need these graphic animations. They need kinetic typography. They need motion graphics to get out and advertise. Especially if the company is a remote company and all the workers are scattered about, you're not gonna be able to go to company headquarters and just film what the company's doing. You're gonna have to somehow visualize what it is that the company is selling via motion graphics. All you really need to get started making dope motion graphics is After Effects, your imagination, and your willingness to learn. It can be a little intimidating when you start trying it out, but don't worry, I was intimidated too when I started in After Effects, and now it's second nature to me and I have so much fun creating stuff in After Effects. I love motion graphics and it's a big part of what I do for other clients. So the last way I want to talk about today to make money as a video editor is by having a niche and being the best. Of course, it's good to be well-rounded and have all these creative skills and be doing a variety of videos for different businesses, but you want to make sure all that work is cataloged separately. So what I'm saying is don't combine your wedding videos with your music videos, with your real estate videos. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to work with all these different types of businesses and all these different industries. It's just how you present this material online is what really matters. So say you want to start building your niche in the gaming edit community, right? And you're a gamer, you love to edit gaming videos, and you want to start getting clients in the gaming niche. You're going to want to have a website or a portfolio that is strictly gaming edits. If that's what you want to be doing, you want other people to see that that is what you do. You don't want to combine all of the creative projects you've ever done on one page. You want to stick to a specific niche and try to be the best resource out there possible for that niche. That way, people who are in that niche or getting into that niche will know you and be talking about you to their peers, and you'll just have more success overall. And again, that doesn't mean you won't be having success in these other industries. It's just that you're organized and the way you're presenting material is organized in niche formats so that people will understand and not get confused what your intentions are and what it is that you can do for them. An example of what I'm talking about would be like if you got hit up to shoot a wedding video and whoever it is that was reaching out was like, do you have any wedding video experience? And you were like, no, but here's some music videos I shot. It's not really relevant to what they're looking for. So you want to make sure that whoever it is that you're reaching out to can see a very specific, organized catalog of work similar to what they're looking for. Otherwise, you're just not going to have very much success selling your services, and you're going to be viewed as more of a generalist who doesn't really specialize in one thing or another. And ultimately, people want to work with specialists, right? They want to have more trust in who they're working with, and when you are viewed as a specialist, you can also typically find higher paying jobs. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any other tips or advice for video editors looking for work. This way we can all help each other find these resources and we can all work together to be better in our careers. If you are already a video editor and you're interested in adding some sauce to your visuals, check out my website, venturevisuals.com. I got overlays, transitions, light leaks, and a bunch of other stuff on there, which you can try completely for free. So if that's interesting to you, check out the link down below. And if you're just a creative person who's interested in being a part of a community full of other creative people, definitely consider hitting the subscribe button. This year's gonna be awesome with the tutorials that I got coming out. And this community is growing full of wonderful people, and we're all helping each other get better at visuals and editing. So hit that subscribe button if you're trying to be a part of this movement. And until next time, guys, I'm Jake Benner. Peace out.